What is up guys, and welcome to today's video where I'll be predicting EPL 2016 and 17's top 6 teams who I think is gonna come. Now obviously a lot of people is gonna agree or maybe disagree, so if you have any different ideas then let me know down in the comment section below. So let's get right into the team. So the team I think that is going to be coming 6th in the place is, I think it's going to be Liverpool. Now obviously Jurgen Klopp has been making some decent signings, such as I think Matt was a pretty good transfer for a free transfer. I think Karras is an amazing signing. Someone like Sadio Mane, yes, a lot of people say that he's overpriced, but it was still the player that Liverpool really needed, and I think it's a really good signing in case that Sturridge gets injured, which he obviously does it a lot. Then Mane can also be able to play in the striker position as well. So as you can see here, there may be some faces that you may not really like, and I'm concentrating on Alberto Moreno. Now every Liverpool fan I ask, they don't really like Moreno, and in my opinion as well, I think Liverpool should really try to look for a new left back. And then even though the squad looks decent, like it's like a semi-decent team, I don't think, no offense, but it's not a title challenging team. Like obviously when Liverpool came second a few years ago, they had Daniel Sturridge on his very top form. They had Suarez, who was obviously a very, very big impact. Now obviously I'm saying obviously a lot, but disappointing for Liverpool fans that Karius got injured and now he's out for 2 months. There was like a week ago, so now it's for like, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 weeks he's out for. So Liverpool fans gotta see Mignolet in goals. Well, obviously Mignolet is not very reliable goalkeeper you'll ever see, but in the midfield I have got Firmino. Well, if I count that Firmino as a forward, then I'll probably not count him, but we have got Coutinho, Milner, Emre Can and Mane. As you can see here, I already mentioned Mane. But in the midfield I don't think Henderson is going to start, because in my opinion, even though Henderson is the captain, I think Milner is a better player, and then he's just better, and the Emre Can obviously has to start as well. Lovren has been quite solid last season, including Klein and Coutinho as well. I'm really excited for Matip as well. I'm really excited how he's going to play. And then let's move on to the team that I think is going to be coming 5th. So for the team I think that is going to be coming 5th, I have put Spurs. Now obviously last season they came 3rd, and in my opinion they had a really nice season, even though at the end like they kind of fell down a bit, you know, losing 5-1 to Newcastle. That was a little bit shocking for all fans. But the thing for Tottenham is that a lot of, like for example Man City and Man United made such a good signing, and then you know Arsenal just not gonna come out of fourth. Like a lot of people just, actually I'm going to say that when I come back to Arsenal, but right now I'm going to be talking about Spurs. And as you can see, we have got Harry Kane at the top. Disappointing at the Euros, but I mostly think that it is because of Hodgson, how he kind of used him wrong. I guess his chemistry with other people weren't very good in the Euros, but I think for Spurs he's going to do really well, just like how he did last season. So, and then on the left mid we have got Eriksen, always a solid player from the Denmark. And then in the attacking midfielder position we have got Dele Alli, who's a very nice player as well. He was just a new star I guess last season, and I think he's going to do really well this season as well. Definitely a bright young star to look out for. And then on the right mid we have got Eric Lamela, obviously a very impressive player in the preseason. He's been doing really well in the preseason as well. Yes, there's an option of Son, but right now with Son like being in the Olympics and stuff, I think Lamela is going to be the starting player for now. And then we're going to move on to the defensive midfielders, who I think is going to be Wanyama and Eric Dyer. Very solid. I think Dyer played pretty decent in the Euros. Wanyama in preseason was very impressive as well, so I think that is really something to look out for. And then at the left back I've got Danny Rose, and I think this guy is actually going to do really, really well this season. I think he could even get a team of the season, because he's such a good player. He's very underrated. And then on the right back we have Kyle Walker, like always. 2 Belgium centre backs, Vertonghen and Alderweireld. And then in the goalkeeper position, Hugo Lloris, who played in the Euros as well. So we're gonna move on to the team who I think is gonna be coming 4th. Okay, before I get into the 4th position, please Arsenal fans don't get mad at me, but I did put Arsenal at fault because, well, I mean, you could take it as a positive thing or a negative thing. I would like to take it as a positive thing that Arsenal never gets out of fault. Like, that is really impressive. Like, how do you do that? Like, 20 years Wenger has managed Arsenal. They have never got out of fourth position, which I think is a very good thing, and that's why I don't think that Wenger should leave Arsenal. I think he should definitely stay. But let's have a look deeply inside the team. Now let's talk about Arsenal for a second. The reason why I put them forward is that, you know, once they signed Xhaka, I was like really impressive of the signing because he was really good for Mönchengladbach last season. So I was really expecting more from the team. Now obviously they are now connected with Mustafi. Apparently there's only like personal contract stuff to organize and stuff, and if they do sign Mustafi, he's definitely going to replace Gabriel in the starting lineup. But Arsenal is a really good squad as well, but for them to be winning the league, I think they need a top signing like Ozil and Sanchez. They were very, very successful signing, and I think Xhaka could definitely be one of those very successful signings, or maybe Mustafi as well. But they need a new striker. And well, he did score 16 goals last season, but he's too inconsistent. Like, you need more consistent play, someone who can, how can you say, like, battle or rival Giroud to the top position. I guess that's how like they can both benefit. I guess they were once connected with Lacazette. I'm not sure how that's gonna go. Same with Mahrez. If they could sign Mahrez, that would be absolutely amazing. He's probably gonna start instead of Theo Walcott. Obviously, now Ramsey could start on the right, and then they could put someone in the center, like someone like Cazorla, for example, or Coquelin. But you never know. But this is what I've just put for now. And once again, the defense looks pretty solid. I guess like Koscielny was good. Bellerin was good. Monreal was pretty decent last season as well. Petr Cech, amazing player like always. So I guess we're now gonna move on to the third position. Now once again, Arsenal, if they really need to challenge the league, because last season as well they were really close to catching up to Leicester, and then they kind of fell and they went back up again at the end of the season, coming second, which I think is great for Arsenal fans. But we're gonna move on to third now. So we have got Chelsea coming at third. Now for the EPL table prediction I made few months ago, I believe it was like 2 or 3 months ago, I made that. That was a very good one. I mean, like, you should definitely go check it out. I mean, no mind, just do whatever you want. It's your choice, it's your life. But anyway, we're gonna move on to the squad. And why I was mentioning that video is because that video I put Chelsea coming 6th because I didn't really see good future out of the team. But now I think the perspective have changed, because it was obviously before the Euros. Hazard is definitely coming back in form, with Zuma coming back in the squad, a very, very solid defender. Courtois has been doing decent in Belgium, I guess. And Hazard, obviously, I mentioned him, very good. And then we've got a solid defense again. Once again, Ivanovic seems like a problem, even though he did kind of get his form back near the end of the season, which I guess is always good for Chelsea fans if they're like looking forward. But I really need to think that I really think that Chelsea really need to get like a replacement right back. Like, Ivanovic is getting old, he's getting slow, and that's a big thing. Like, being slow is just not bad in FIFA. Like, it's also bad in real life. Obviously, slow doesn't mean bad, but how Ivanovic got kind of wrecked last season, or how he got destroyed. Like, I saw Jefferson Montero from Swansea City against Ivanovic, and he just completely wrecked him. Like, he just literally ran around Ivanovic and just crossed the ball, and Swansea scored, and I think they won some of the matches, I think. And then, but anyway, I think Ivanovic is getting back in form. I don't think Chelsea's going to sign a right back this season. And then we don't really need Koulibaly as well, because Zuma and Cahill is a little bit solid as well. Terry could definitely start either one of those, because Terry, obviously experienced player, a captain, someone you need in the team, I guess. And then left back, Azpilicueta, just always constant every single season. Now we're going to move on to the forwards, and we have got Diego Costa. The problem now, obviously, he scored 12 goals last season, and if you look at the stats, it's not too bad. But once again, he was inconsistent and just not the player that if you're going to challenge a title. Obviously, Diego Costa could come back in form. He was decent in preseason, so I guess Chelsea fans could kind of look forward to that, I guess. No European competition, so definitely could just concentrate whole on the league and the cups maybe, but I just think they're going to concentrate on the league. And then on the right we have got Willian. He played well in Copa America, definitely one of the best players in Copa America for Brazil. Obviously they got knocked out by Peru with that controversial handball ball. If you haven't seen that, then you should definitely check that out. I mean, it's not from my video, you should just like search it up, because Peru just scored the most, how can I put it, interesting, controversial goal, handball goal I've ever seen. But we're going to move on to the left wing. Hazard already mentioned. Oscar, good in preseason, looking forward to that as well. Fabregas, he did kind of manage to get his form back, I guess, near the end of the season. I didn't really watch him in the Euros, so I have no idea how it went. I know that Kante went pretty well in the Euros though, so really looking forward to Kante, a very, very good player. That's why I put them up in third. I guess now that we will be going into top 2 of my EPL table prediction, or top 6, whatever, how you call it. But we have got here the Manchester United for second. Now obviously that means first is gonna be Manchester City. Well, that's just how it is, because Man United is second. Actually it can't be, because I could have put like someone like West Ham at first. I'm stupid. But anyway, let's move on to the squad. And obviously as striker we have got Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Who else could be there? I mean, Rashford could be there, but Ibra is definitely better than Rashford. Rashford got good future, and then under Ibra, hopefully he grows into one of the best strikers, English strikers. But Zlatan, powerful, he scored a winning goal at Community Shield as well, so he's obviously just warming up, I guess, ready to score 20 plus goals in the league. Excited for that. And then on the right we have Mkhitaryan, a very, very good signing. Now the reason why I put Man United at second is that because they have made such a good signings. Let's start with Bailey, which no one really gave a crap about at first. Now they do, because he's now playing well, but no one really gave a crap about Bailey when they first signed him, because it was obviously not a big signing, but it turns out that Bailey is really, really good, so he's definitely going to be starting in the club. And the partnership with Chris Smalling in the defense, we've got Antonio Valencia playing at right back, because he can play right back. I don't think Darmin's going to start. I think it's going to be Antonio Valencia. Left back Luke Shaw, horrible injury last season. Hopefully he comes back stronger this season as well. Goalkeeper De Gea, solid player. We have got Pogba as well, and Pogba, obviously a very expensive player, very expensive. 89 million pounds is not a joke. It is a very, very expensive player, but that's a good signing, and that is the signing that Manchester United needed, and that is why I think they're just going to do so well. Now I'll be completely honest here, first or second, it could either, I think it's either going to be Manchester City or Manchester United. It's going to be either of them. I'm not too sure about them right now. But on the cam position we have got Rooney finally playing in the midfield. Please play in the midfield. He can't be a striker anymore, but he's still good in midfield. He could be like the next, some people say he plays like Paul Scholes, so you know, he could be. We got Schneider in here, disappointing last season, but I think he's going to be bringing his form back. Partnership with another Frenchman, Paul Pogba. Definitely Michael Carrick could be starting, because he's obviously a very old, experienced player, someone that Man United could need, even though Ibra is still old and Rooney is kind of old as well. And then on the left we have got Anthony Martial, a very young player, once again overpriced, but who cares if they're good. Now I don't really, to be honest, I don't really care if clubs spend like, I don't know, 100 million pounds on a squad. I mean, it's their problem. They're not taking my money, so they're just taking their money. So, you know, good on them. Like, they made good signings. Pogba might be overpriced, gonna be amazing signing. I mean, amazing player, amazing season. Mkhitaryan's gonna have an amazing season. So really, something really need to look forward to that. And once again, the players that, I mean, the clubs that I have mentioned down to this one, if they want to really win the league, then I mean, how Leicester won the league, obviously they didn't spend a lot, but it was just pure chemistry. That is why that so many people gave attention to the Leicester City winning the league, because no one would have expected it, because nowadays it seems like all the teams like just spending, like spending's their only way of winning the league, which is not. But I think spending is the important thing. It doesn't mean that spending isn't important. So please, Wenger, sign a striker. so you can win the league. Sanchez and Ozil is going to be disappointing, mate. And then we have got the first here. It is going to be Manchester City. Yes, Manchester City Jonestones. Manchester Jonestones. But we have got Aguero at the top. Sane, good signing. Gundogan, good signing. Kevin De Bruyne, solid. David Silva, experienced and also good. Fernandinho, which is underrated. A lot of people don't give much crap about him, but I think Fernandinho was definitely one of the best who performed in Manchester City last season. He was so energetic in the midfield. That is what you exactly need. And then we're going to move on to the defense forwards. We got the Vincent Kompany. Hopefully he doesn't get very injured. That doesn't make any sense. Hopefully he doesn't get injured a lot this season. Hopefully he can play one of his best forms. Sanya, a lot of people are debating if it's going to be Zabaleta or Sanya. In my opinion, I think it's going to be Sanya because he's been starting right back for Manchester City last season. So I see no reason why that Zabaleta should start, because Sanya is still in his decent form as well. Left back Clichy, really, in my opinion, that Manchester City should really start looking for a left back or a new left back or a new right back. Because let's talk about Clichy first. Clichy, he is very good when he goes up forward, yeah. So he's a very attacking kind of fullback, but he can't defend. Kolarov, in the other hand, very good defender, but he can't attack. So that's obviously a problem. So they really need to look for a new left back. Right back, Sanya kind of solid. Zabaleta not too bad as well. Getting old though, so really need to look for a new right back as well. Apparently Denai could be playing there, but I'm pretty sure that he's better as centre back. And then we're gonna move on. Well, John Stones, obviously controversial, expensive, the second most expensive English defender, I think. Oh, I could be wrong. Second most expensive English player, I think that's it. But I don't think he's really worth it because he didn't even play very good. I think they're just trying to look for future or trying to fill in the gap of the English players they need. And Joe Hart, disappointing in the Euros, very disappointing in the Euros, but it's not Joe Hart's fault. Everyone's just like blaming on Joe. I mean, I'm not going to say everyone. Some people are blaming on Joe Hart for doing really bad in the Euros, but still last season, yes, he sometimes concedes those really stupid goals that the goalkeeper should never do. But you can't disagree that he's got great reflexes and that he keeps the defense solid, I guess. So experienced player. He played for Manchester City for quite a time now, so definitely should be the starting goalkeeper. They don't really need a good new goalkeeper. But anyways guys, this will be it for today's video. If you have any other opinions than this, or if you think different players are going to start, then let me know down in the comment section below. Subscribe and goodbye.